human voice is an incredible means of expression. We use our voices to communicate, to express our thoughts and feelings, and we also use them to sing. You can often tell just by the sound of someone's voice how they may be feeling. Because the voice is how we express ourselves and communicate every single day, our voices are also deeply connected to our emotions. To train the voice, the mind and the emotions cannot be left out. How you feel, what may be going on, what you think about your voice, and what others think, and even past experiences and traumas play into your vocal training and growth. Taking care of your mental health should be a part of your life as a singer. And of course, there are numerous other benefits to it for your overall well being. Before you even release the sound of your voice, you first think about the sound you want to make. And then your brain sends a signal to your larynx about how your vocal folds should stretch and vibrate. Isn't that wild? Your brain is an integral aspect of singing. But a lot of times we neglect how important this is in our vocal training. Because our brains send the signal to our larynx to produce sound, our emotions and mindsets play a big role into what we think we are capable of, and in turn, this can interfere with the sounds that we want to produce. So, our fears can impact the way our voices sound. I've seen fears limit singers in many ways, but one of the most common ways is through singing higher notes. I've worked with numerous singers where they come to me at the start of their vocal training journey and tell me they want to improve their higher range. As we work together, I quickly hear the weakness in their higher notes. Now, that doesn't just mean that there's an emotional block going on. We would work together to change technique, open up the vocal tract, and work through exercises that help them get more strength and clarity on their high notes. They would experience breakthrough pretty quickly, which was wonderful. But then I noticed something. As we would work together week after week, they'd come back having the same weak sound in their high notes, struggling to reach them. I started asking them questions about what they thought about their voice, or were there any moments where you sang high notes in front of people and got embarrassed, or did anyone tell you that you can't sing? Sometimes the answer would be things like, I don't know, I just don't like the sound of my voice. Or some of them would say things like, my dad told me I couldn't sing when I was a kid, or my sister made fun of me when I was young while I was singing. Yes, improving your technique will help correct these issues. And over time, as the new techniques become a habit, it will help. But I see singers experience far more breakthrough much more quickly when they begin to heal and replace the limiting beliefs they have towards their voices with more productive and more positive beliefs. Sometimes when we feel like we're hitting a wall with progress or our voices are bailing out on us, this can be your subconscious trying to protect you just from getting hurt again. And what I mean by being hurt is if you were a kid and a parent told you to be quiet or a friend told you that you were tone deaf, your subconscious is going to try to protect you from those hurts again by cutting you off and limiting your voice. The good news is that your subconscious isn't trying to hurt you, it's just trying to protect you. The more you consciously learn to love your voice, the more breakthrough you're going to see. Like I said earlier, expressing ourselves through singing is a vulnerable experience. So, if our fears about singing or what we sound like are taking up a lot of mental space, it's going to impact our sound and make it more difficult to progress. Your voice is unique. Only you have your voice. And from your voice, you can create a variety of sounds. You are capable of building a voice that you love. It doesn't mean that it is void of weaknesses or things that need corrected. A voice you love doesn't mean perfection. If you are only striving for perfection in your singing, you're going to have a hard time ever liking your voice because every singer is always improving something. But I want you to get to a place of truly enjoying your voice, enjoying singing, and having fun with the songs you sing or the different sounds you create with your voice. Growing as a vocalist is a journey. Sometimes there will be setbacks, sometimes there are bumps along the way, but there are also so many great moments. There is so much to appreciate on this journey. I know it's hard to do sometimes, but I want you to respect yourself enough to choose the things that make you happy and make you come alive. Choose to sing each day, choose to work on your voice, choose to take care of your mental health, and your appreciation for your voice is going to grow because you chose to love yourself enough to do something that brings you joy. If you don't love your voice right now, that's okay. But I want to encourage you to start adding practices into your life that encourage peace and healing. If we don't make space in our lives to heal, reflect, and do things that give us joy, we will have a difficult time experiencing the changes we want to hear in our voices and the changes we want to see in our lives. In the next lesson, I'm going to guide you through a vocal gratitude exercise. This is going to be a short and simple exercise that you can incorporate before you practice singing a few times a week. If you're someone that struggles with liking the sound of your voice, I highly recommend incorporating this daily into your practice time, as it's going to give you the opportunity to appreciate your voice for how hard it works for you each day and give you a moment to recognize beautiful things about it. While I can't force you to love your voice, I will certainly share everything that I can to encourage you to grow a deep appreciation and love for it because your voice matters.